Hi, I'm Ron.
And I'm Marie.
10 years ago, we bought a broken down trawler for $4,000.
And nothing worked, not even the kitchen sink.
After a lot of hard work and help from our friends and family, we moved aboard Elixir full time. And now we are cruising this old boat while the work and fun continues.
So subscribe and give us a like and come along with us cruising this old boat.
I think we told you all about our problem with the engine coming from Well Key down to Nassau. It kept losing RPM. It would drop from 1800 RPM to 1200 RPM in a matter of seconds, and then come back up on its own. Every now and then we gave it some fuel to, we throttled up just to make sure it didn't stall out on us. Did not want to stall out in the middle of the ocean. And but it did it pretty much the whole time here to Nassau. So I need to figure out what the problem is. To me, it sounded like a fuel problem, like it wasn't getting enough fuel or there was water in the fuel. I've checked my rake cores. They're not bad. They're not in the red on the gauge, but one of them has already reached the yellow. The other one is getting close to the yellow. So they weren't that high when we left Well Key, because I check them every morning before we get underway. But so I think some stuff got stirred up in our fuel tanks and sucked into the rake cores. And our secondaries mounted on the engine, there's no way to tell if they're good or not. I don't change them out as frequently as my rake cores because the rake cores are supposed to catch everything, but maybe some stuff got past it. So just to be safe, because I don't want that RPM situation again. That does not make you feel good when you're out there's no land in sight anywhere and suddenly your engine's giving you problems. So just to be safe, I'm going to change out my secondaries on the engine and both the rake cores, and we're going to hope that that solves the problem. Look at all this gunk in here. The secondaries definitely need to be changed.
We're the last people standing, still dancing when the lights come on. The music is fading, but this is our favorite part. I used to feel like an outcast, but I think I'm alright after all. 'Cause you make me feel like I belong. You like me from me without all of the glitter, and you make me laugh just like a little kid. And all my insecurities just disappear when you're here with me. I've been a stranger I don't think that I'll tell you enough that I love you and how you light me up. I used to feel like an outcast.
Where are we supposed to move to?
Just closer to shore. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, almost 1:30 in the morning. And the Bahamian Defense Force just woke us up out of a sound sleep with their sirens and their lights, and told us that they don't like where we're anchored. They said we're too much in the channel and they want us to move right now, even though there's no boat traffic this time of night, closer to shore. So they're very insistent. It's got to be right now. And mind you, we've been here for 3 days in the same spot. So, but suddenly it's an emergency. So we're getting ready to move. Well, it's 2:30. So it's been about an hour since we started that evolution. Took 4 tries to get the anchor set. It's really difficult in the dark. I mean, you cannot see where your anchor chain is going. You don't know if you're running over it or if it's going to one side or another, and it pops out of the roller. And then poor Marie has to try to get that anchor chain back in the roller. So even seeing the other boats was difficult. It's really dark out tonight. And you've got to try to figure out where's the best spot to drop the anchor. And anyway, took us about an hour, but we got it done. We finally got the anchor to set. We're in a lot shallower water than what we were before, but should be okay, I hope. There's a lot of debris here, so I don't really like to anchor at night when you can't see what's on the bottom. But we're here, and but can't go right back to sleep even though it's 2:30 in the morning, because we got to make sure as we're swinging and settling into the right position that we're not going to swing too close to another boat. Make sure that we're not going to end up, you know, once we've swung, that we don't pull the anchor out and start dragging. So it's going to be a few minutes before we can go back to sleep again, but that's boating.
And we're wound up.
And we're wound up. She's wound up. I'm tired, but
I'm wound up.
Got to stay up. The other day we were at the marine supply store getting some supplies, and this couple came over to us and they watch our videos, and so they recognized us and came over to say hi, and we got to talking, and they just really seemed nice. And then we ran into them in town a couple days later and talked a little bit more, and they invited us to lunch. So we are on our way over to their boat. They're at a marina a little ways from us, and we're gonna go over and tie up at their boat and go to lunch with them. So pretty cool.
We're on our way to see Glenn and Tia, and I see Tia out on her swim platform.
How are you today? Boy, beautiful boat.
Well,
you want to trade?
No, you know,
You're happy with it, huh?
well, I'm kind of an old boat kind of guy too. So.
So we are at Solomon's Fresh Market, and this place is cool. I mean, you don't normally see this when we travel around to, even in the United States, to small communities, but particularly in foreign countries, to find a market this size. I mean, look at this, just the produce section behind me. And not only that, but they have a lot of the brands we're used to in the United States. Normally when you go into foreign countries, they eat different brands, and you're never quite sure what you're getting, what it's going to taste like. Does it fit our palates? But they have the brands we eat. Even our bread, we eat a particular kind of bread when we can get it, and they had it here. How awesome. right, now I know I like this place. They have my chocolate milk. That's hard to find sometimes in the States. Can I get that more chocolate milk? Hey, I was almost out.
You're crazy. He's silly.
2?
Sure, 2. All right. Alrighty, alright. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we had an awesome time. We had lunch with Glenn and Tia, and then we went to the grocery store, and it was a cool grocery store.
We just got back from having lunch with Glenn and Tia, and super nice couple. We really enjoyed meeting them. Really hope we get to meet up with them some more along the way. They're currently doing the loop and took a side trip over here to Nassau, so pretty interesting story they had to tell. And we were tied up to their boat. We walked across the street to the grocery store that's there. Huge grocery store. I mean, I was impressed. And so we got some perishables that we're running low on. We can only go so long with perishables, and so we got some more of that, and came back to their boat and got on our dinghy and came back here. So Glenn and Tia, thank you for the wonderful, awesome time, and we hope to see y'all some more. We are supposed to pull out tomorrow to head to Highborn Key, and so we're going over to Roger and Lori's boat and powwow about the route we're going to take and triple check the weather, make sure it's a good day to travel. So we're on the way over to their boat. Thanks for watching.